Gaffer, 3 days on from Saturday's game at Fleetwood, was straight back in action against Lincoln. How much are we looking forward to getting back out there straight away?
Well, I think it's always important when you lose a game, not just lose a game, but the way the performance second half is probably the worst we've played this year. So you want to game as quick as possible, and it's an opportunity to play back-to-back home games where, over the last long period of time we've been really, really good at home. It was a good performance in terms of result against Shrewsbury. So it's important that we get back playing the way that we want to play. We've run with this three at the back for a few games. It's not my ideal system. It's not the way that I want to play, but it has got us results. But probably that second half was coming. And the players need to be better.
You touched on it there, but it's obviously been a couple of days since the Fleetwood game. Having had the chance to watch it back, what conclusions have you taken from it?
I think we should be 2-0 up in the first 5 minutes. I think that numerous times we win the ball back high up the pitch, and we have 3-on-3, 2-on-2, 4-on-4 situations, and we turn a shot down. We turn the pass down, we turn back and play back to the halfway line. And when you're playing against teams like, I spoke to the players at half time, the ground was dead, Fleetwood was dead, after half an hour. You've got to turn the screw. You've got to go one in front, and you can frustrate them, and you can slow the game down and pass it around the back a little bit more, because you know that they need to come out a little bit, and you can exploit the gaps that they're going to leave. When you're playing around and it's comfortable after 20 minutes, they're quite happy to stay in the shape. The game changes, the weather changes, the situation changes, and they get us with one counter attack where we lose a second ball in the midfield. We jump when we shouldn't, and then the goal's 2 yards offside. To be honest, I didn't realise it at the time, but then when you watch it back, the goal's 2 yards off. So we need to get back passing the ball, playing in the right areas, but more than anything, running forward, playing forward, and taking opportunities to shoot, get the final pass, get the crossing, and try and create more chances. Because I think after half an hour of the game we had 90% possession, but not enough shots on goal.
How are we looking fitness-wise after the game? Omar obviously went off.
We've actually got a few. Omar will be out. Drinnan's come in today, and he's ill, so he's gone home. Shaq Ford has gone to the A&E because he's got an infected knee, cut on his knee, as looks infected, so we need to see how he is. Jordan Graham, very, very tight hamstring. So we've not picked the team today. We've got an idea of the way that we want to play after watching Lincoln in 4 or 5 of their games. We'll basically see how everyone is, see if, when Shaq comes back from A&E, see when Omar's scan comes back, and we'll make a decision tomorrow morning.
Looking at Lincoln, going back to the start of last season, they don't tend to lose many games, they don't chip many goals. What can we expect from them?
I think they're a really solid, steady League One outfit. Didn't lose many games last year, but didn't win many games. I think they probably draw. They wouldn't be happy with how many draws they had, which stopped them getting in and around the playoffs. Under Michael Appleton, he was in and around the playoffs with some unbelievable loans. Mark Kennedy's gone in there and done a really solid, steady job. And I think in the next 6 months, year, 2 years, they'll be looking to try and break into the playoffs. It's a tough league. There's some really big clubs in that, and I think they've just established themselves now after coming up from League Two as a really solid League One outfit. With the opportunity now that they've got them foundations to try and kick on.
Back-to-back home games to come, as you said a minute ago, and there's going to be a big crowd tomorrow with tickets only £10. There's not many tickets left at all now.
Yeah.
How important is it that we do bounce back straight away in front of our own fans?
No, it's important. And listen, we're going to have ups and downs. We knew this season we was going to have ups and downs. I do think there's an opportunity for actually do something this year. I think there's an opportunity for a lot of clubs. You look at the relegated clubs. Wigan and Reading are in the bottom 5, bottom 6. Blackpool are just starting to get a little bit of cohesion and going up. You look at the promoted clubs, the Stevenage have started really well, but then you've got us, Carlisle and Northampton in and around that bottom 8, bottom 10. So I think there's an opportunity for clubs to really do something this year, but we need to be consistent. We need to pass forward quicker, we need to take it on the back foot, we need to get our body position quicker, and we need to hurt teams with our passing if we are going to pass the ball. Then I think the biggest importance in our season will be our home form, and with that come our home supporters. Whenever we play at home, there's a good atmosphere, there's a good feeling around the ground, and our supporters are the main contributor to that. So looking forward to having 2 home games. We've not, even in my time, we've not had too many Tuesday night league games. I can think of Gillingham, I can think of maybe one other, but it's not been too many. So I think when you turn up at a football ground under the lights, perfect pitch, in front of a good crowd, I do think it gives the players a little bit of extra spice and intent to go and play.